Imagine living your life like a puppet, constantly pulled by invisible strings of expectations. How liberating would it be to finally cut those strings? Welcome, everyone. Today we're diving deep into a topic that resonates with so many of us: the patterns of people pleasing that we often find ourselves trapped in. Why do we feel the need to constantly seek approval, and what would happen if we stopped? Driven to look for external validation, approval, and acceptance from others, we make people's acceptance of us paramount in order to feel good about ourselves. But imagine, my friend, if your happiness was like a precious gem, yet you constantly hand it over to others, allowing their opinions to dictate its worth. Every time you seek their validation, you give away a piece of your power, making your happiness contingent on their approval. Let's get into it. First, let's explore why we act this way. Often people pleasing is rooted in fear of rejection and a deep desire to be accepted. Recognize these triggers in your life. Imagine a scenario where you're asked to do something you really don't want to do. How many times have you said yes reluctantly? This is a pattern to observe. I know it feels scary and perhaps unsettling to start saying no, almost like breaking free from a subconscious addiction. For many of you, this might feel like cutting off a lifeline you've relied on for validation and acceptance. Imagine standing at the shore, leaving the comfort of familiar tides and daring to sail into unknown waters. Yet this journey is an act of self-love, setting sail to discover who you truly are beyond others' expectations. Start small. Before your usual automatic yes response, pause. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, am I choosing others' acceptance of me over my own acceptance of myself? Do I choose to own the power of my happiness rather than just give it away? This self-check brings awareness into your habitual responses. Now think what would happen if you prioritize your own needs. For instance, imagine saying no to attending a social event you're just too exhausted to enjoy. And instead, you spend that time recharging and doing something you truly love, like reading a book or taking a peaceful walk. This can improve your mental well-being and give you the energy to engage more fully with the people who truly matter to you. Or decline an extra work task that stretches you way too thin. By managing your workload, you maintain your quality of work and reduce stress, which not only benefits your professional life, but also your personal relationships. Addressing the emotional impact. People pleasing can lead to burnout and resentment. But here's the empowering part. Identifying these patterns is the first step to overcoming them. When you acknowledge your worth and set boundaries, you teach others to respect you for who you are, not just for what you can do for them. Imagine the freedom in living authentically. For actionable advice, start by saying no to small requests and gradually work your way up. Practice with scenarios like declining extra work duties or saying no to a social engagement when you're too tired. To wrap up, remember this: self-empowerment begins with the courage to be authentic. When you start valuing your own needs, you create space for genuine connections in your life. So take that step today and reclaim your life, one no and one decision at a time. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this video helpful, please comment below with your thoughts. And remember, we are on this journey together.